for the toe. I'm really sorry. I saw like an hour before the show. There was poor Jonesy is in the chat already coping. Look, guys, you should be used to swinging and missing by now. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to get to this. I've been so excited. I've been so pumped ever since I heard about it and ever since I got the phone call from my gym owner. Check this out. Now, the Onion people and Patrick are not going to get that. They're not going to get this because when they go outside their community, everyone just calls them gay and they're retarded and they do gay ops and they're weird and they call Patrick a PDF file and they don't like that, so they retreat into their hug box and go, we have to get Aaron. Everyone keeps calling us gay. So their newest thing, apparently, none of the Aaron's a piece of shit crowd that are still able to do any kind of sparring thing. None of them have sent me any USA Boxing memberships. They haven't sent me anything that they need to for them to be eligible to get in a boxing ring. And now I found out why. They don't want to. Instead, they think it would be easier to try and get my USA Boxing membership taken away. So they tried. Patrick and company tried to get my USA Boxing membership. They wrote to Scott at the gym. I'm not kidding, guys. You're gonna think I'm lying. You're gonna think I'm making this up. Like, Aaron, nobody does this much gay ops. Dude. So my people in Melton's Discord, you know, he tried to like cover up his Discord by making people put in their phone numbers. It didn't work. The people are still in there feeding me stuff. And for the last few days, they were like, they're saying that your USA Boxing membership has been revoked and your fight's been canceled. I'm like, no, but they do lie a lot, so there's that. So then they go, well, they're going to try and get your membership taken away. I said, well, good luck. Not really worried about it because you can't. But they did try. So I'm going to be careful with this one because Chad Buzamok says that it wasn't Patrick. But when I got a phone call from Scott from my gym today and he read me the email address, it was patrick@nobodylikesonions.com. Now, Buzamok says that Patrick tells people when they do gay ops to use his name and I guess use his email, I suppose. We do know based on the investigation, Patrick has no problem accessing data that doesn't belong to him, so maybe he shares with others too. And I think that's a big part of this, too. I think he's reeling from that revelation. He didn't want people to know that. But I get a call from Scott, and apparently, either Patrick or someone using Patrick's email, which is actually more chicken shit if you think about it. Because, like, do your own gay ops. Don't, like, be Jim Jones or Charles Manson and tell other people to do it. Like, be a man. Stand up on your own 2 feet. I mean, I know it's a heavy weight to carry. But stand up on your own 2 feet, do your own gay ops. Oh, by the way, Clippers, get ready. This is going to be great. So they do gay ops, and they, like, celebrate with each other. Like, they're on Discord patting each other on the back. We did gay ops. And they sent this big email to the owner of our gym. Honest to God, Scott goes, they said you were a sex offender. And I'm like, dude, that's pretty fucking desperate. So then I kind of filled Scott in and, you know, who Patrick is, how obsessive they've been. And he goes, oh, so this guy's just a fat internet troll. I said, Scott, you got it. He goes, well, I just told him that, you know, you're an athlete here. You're not our main coach, but you train the fighters. And I'm like, yep, that's what I say. He did say, he goes, get your fucking safe sport test done, which I do have to do. But he said, yeah, he goes, I'll see you Thursday. Same thing, same time, same channel. And we'll go. So I know it was a big gay op that we were going to get Aaron's fight canceled. We were going to get his membership taken away. I'm really sorry, Onions. You failed again. I don't know what the cope's going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be, I'm sure the tears are going to be very sweet. I don't know what Patrick's cope is going to be. Probably like, here's Pat's usual cope when he does failed gay ops. Well, I don't do the gay ops. I just report. Wait, which one is it? Do you tell people to use your name and use your email when you encourage gay ops? Or are you not involved with gay ops? Like, the problem with him is he's dumb. And the problem with his fans are they're dumb, but they're too dumb to know they're dumb. So that's why they stay in their hug box on Discord, because they go outside of it for a second and it's just, oh my God. Like, these are the dumbest fucking people you've ever seen. So Scott and I had a good laugh about it. I did get chewed out a little bit. He did say you got to get your safe sport done. But they were like, Aaron's not a coach at his gym. And I'm like, really? Not a coach? Because here's my receipt from the beginning of the year when I had to renew my membership for my non-athlete membership. There's the background screening you have to go through every single year. $87 every year to keep your coach's membership up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. They're like, oh, in the email, Scott said that he's not a coach. Yeah, Scott knows what he's saying. You guys just misrepresented it. Scott means I don't have my safe sport done, so I can't corner fighters by myself at fights, which the reason I don't do that is because I fight at the fights. I don't corner fighters by myself, so I just don't take the fucking test. But it is great to watch these guys flail. I mean, I think the big headline here, the big TM Zumach breaking news, is Patrick is so rattled by the PDF file shit going on, the investigation he's under, the super tip scandal, and now the fact that he won't get any of this boxing stuff ever. He talks about it, but he won't get the shit that I have. And then when I call him on it, what's his answer? Try to get his membership canceled. So the headline here is, Onion attempts gay ops, goes right to the gym, tries to get me canceled, and fails. My gym owner calls me to rat Patrick out and goes, I'll see you on Thursday. He also said the way we dealt with guys like this in the old school days is we brought him in the ring and we taught him a lesson. He goes, now you got to get your membership and do all of that stuff. So he's like, yeah, a guy like that. I said, well, Scott, he weighs like 400 pounds. He's like, oh my God, he would die in the ring. He'd have cardiac arrest and he'd die. I'm like, yeah, that's what I keep saying. He did also, Scott had a very interesting story for me. Because, you know, I told that story about how after April got arrested and everything, Scott just said, hey, I want to be safe. I don't want to key out there where like drug addicts can come into the gym or anything like that. Could you give me your key until this whole thing is over? And I said, yeah. And I gave Scott my key and he said, we'll get it back when everything wraps up and everything's good. Give you your key back. I just don't want it falling into the wrong hands. I said, sure. So he then told me that like there was this whole big thing with April when she came to get her stuff from the gym after all the arrests and stuff. Like, I guess Scott got really spooked by the whole thing. He told me in the phone call, he goes, oh, by the way, that shit you went through with that lawyer guy, he goes, that's crazy. He goes, I'm glad you survived that nut house. I'm like, thank you. But he said when April came to get her stuff, he had cut her lock on her locker because he basically revoked her membership. And when he cut her lock to the locker, like she got an attitude with him. And like she went to get her stuff and like they had words about the contents of her locker and him cutting her locker and getting rid of her lock and everything like that. And he said it was really weird, just a strange thing. So that was just a little aside. I didn't know about that. But yeah, I think the breaking news tonight is another win for the Toe, another fail for the Onion. Gay ops, like, I'm sorry, like in the streaming world, it's supposed to be gay ops and trying to cancel people is like the lowest form of behavior. And I think the worst part about it for Melton is that he's such a snake and such a weasel that he tries to do those word gymnastics that all of us kind of look at him and go, you're retarded. Like it doesn't work on anybody. He'll go, well, I don't actually do the gay ops. It's like, no, you just encourage them and don't have the balls to do it yourself. And then when they fail, you can distance yourself from it. Like, I'm sure you will go on and say that you didn't have anything to do with this. And he kind of lies the way Rekieta lies. They're kind of made for each other. Oh, by the way, speaking of those two being made for each other, did you know that Patrick Melton got arrested for cocaine a while back? And like took $50,000 from his audience to like fight it? And he still pays services now to scrub all bad news about him from the internet? Dude, the guy's fucking pathetic. And he really is the Wile E. Coyote to my Roadrunner. So thank you again, Onions. I was so fucking excited to do tonight's show and start off with that because watching you guys fail again, oh, it's so good. So, Onion fans, be sure to head out to my fight February 22nd. My athlete membership and my coach's membership still valid, still there. And to quote Scott, I'll see you on Thursday.
Hit the like button.
And be like, hey, yeah.
Fuck Doom. Doom fucking sucks. Doom never includes me in anything. He's a
Piece of shit Doom, loser Doom, dipshit Doom.
When I'm Doom, I'm stupid. I'm a dumbass. My name's Doom. I ain't got nothing to do except troll.
No wonder why they call you Doom.